Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Latif. I'm part of the Sharia Sufi community in Rhode Island, and I'm a student of our guide, Sidi Muhammad al-Jamal al-Rafai. I wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about what this path has meant to me and why it's different than other paths I've tried. Um, as a young man growing up in Maine, I was interested in Eastern medicine. I was interested in Eastern philosophies and Buddhism and Taoism and all kinds of things like that. And I pursued different paths. I pursued Buddhism for a while. I studied Taoism for a while. And I ended up living at a Zen center for a couple of years, actually. But it wasn't until I went to acupuncture school. I'm an acupuncturist. And I met some people there. There were two teachers in particular that I just connected with, and there was something about them, something about the way they carried themselves, something about how they related to their work and their role as teachers that just stood out for me. And eventually I figured it out. They were both Sufis. And one day I said to one of them, Mariam Theologia, whatever you're into, I want to learn more about it because I'm very intrigued about what you're doing, and I would like to have what you have. And over a period of time, she did introduce me to our Sheikh, Sidi Muhammad al-Jamal. I did take hand with him, and it's made all the difference in the world since then. What I've learned is that what was missing from the other paths that I looked at was basically love. Sounds simple, but actually, when the Sufis talk about love, it's a much bigger, deeper thing than high school love or something like that. It's something that really expands the heart and awakens us and animates us in a way that makes our whole life meaningful. With the Sufi path, there is no corner of your life that isn't covered and considered holy. It's not a separate thing that we do at the end of the day or on Sundays or certain times of years. It's walking the path is something that we do all the time. And with every step that we take, we feel the love, we feel the mercy, and we receive the knowledge of that comes from walking the path. And that's another big aspect of Sufism. It is about seeking knowledge and understanding and knowing what are trustworthy sources of knowledge. What is truth? What is real? Is my Facebook feed, is that a reliable source of knowledge? Is the news on the television, is that truly a reliable source of real knowledge that I'm seeking? What Sufism offers is a way to connect and to read and to study what Sufi saints and mystics and people of all the monotheistic traditions, all of the prophets, have been speaking about, writing about, creating communities around for a couple of thousand years, and in particular the past 1,500 years. This pursuit of knowledge is what really creates freedom, and it helps us to break free of the ways that we are stuck, confined, think that we are small and helpless, begin to believe in things that just fundamentally aren't really true. And Sufism offers a way of understanding and cutting through what other traditions may call spiritual materialism, and to come to the real truth of who are you? Why are you here? And what is the purpose of this created world? Sufism helps to answer those questions. And when you know the knowledge about these questions, then you'll understand what peace and love is really about. and you'll want to share it with others. So I invite you to come to taste, as our guide would say, taste the path, check out the practices, check out the people, because that's what it really comes down to for me. It's the people. I came to gatherings where there were Sufis doing practices and giving talks and just connecting together. And what I walked away with is, I like these people. They seem honest, sincere, just good, kind people. And along with that kindness and honesty and sincerity is what the Sufis talk about as adab, which is loosely translated as politeness. But what it really comes down to is this deep, deep love that they have for one another and for all living creatures. Whether you're a Sufi or not, doesn't matter. But this quality of love and respect and sincere kindness towards one another, I've never seen that anyplace else. The other aspects that makes this path distinct is that, in particular for a Sufism, it's basically a healing tariqa. There's a lot of healing work that goes into walking the path. There's a lot of self-work that goes into walking the path, along with the deeper understandings of the monotheistic traditions, deeper understanding of oneself and a better connection to God and to the divine. The path just contains all the basic tools that you need, whether you're a husband or a wife, a father or a son. You find your place and you begin to understand what all these relationships are about and what you're meant to be doing while you're here. And the whole thing of it, I must say, is just full of beauty and light and hope. I honestly just couldn't imagine living my life without it. And I hope to share it with you someday, inshallah. Have a good day.